What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. We've been open here for about half an hour now. Had one guy come in right before I opened, and he was just happened to be walking by. I was already in here, but it was still like 10:40. But he just asked how much an NES was and told me he's interested in getting one once he moves. But another guy just came in and did a small little trade here. So we got Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, disc only, but we do have a case on the wall for it. And then also The Sims for GameCube and Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects for the GameCube. So now he traded in that disc, so I get to walk over here and pull this off. And there's no manual that I can feel. Yeah, no manual in here, but we can at least put it in a case and get it out for sale. So Abby should be on her way here soon. She has the truck today, and she's taking care of like some eBay stuff, and then she's going to be headed here. Today's Thursday, so it's just going to be me and her. Josh is scheduled for tomorrow. But yeah, I also brought my 8-bit Xmas 2008 cartridge, and we got it plugged in here and flashes the lights and plays the Christmas music. So got that on just because it's kind of cool. But yeah, that's everything so far. Sold a few games. I think the parents of the kid came in, and I don't think he was super young because he was asking for GameCube and N64 games, but they picked up Killer Instinct Gold and Godzilla for the GameCube for him. But that's pretty much it so far. So I'm eating some food right now, eating breakfast. I'm going to continue eating, wait for Abby, and then hopefully it's going to be a good day today. So I'm leaving right now, guys. It's bright. So things changed from earlier. I told you guys that Abby was on her way, and then Josh stopped in to talk to Abby about some sort of Christmas gift type stuff. And I was like, well, she's not here yet, she's coming. And then I got a text from Abby, and because she's been up since like 5 o'clock this morning, and she's like, I really don't want to come in today, like I just want to go home. And I was like, all right, that's no problem. Josh came in, so I'll just ask him if he can stay and work for a few hours, because I need to go meet up with my friend Shawn and take a look at his stuff, because I didn't do it yesterday. So Josh is now going to be watching the store for about an hour or two, and I'm going to go meet up with Shawn. I'm also going to grab some food, and then I have to go home. I have a USPS packing slip notice thing. They tried to deliver something yesterday, and no one was there. And it is signature required, and it's one of Abby's Christmas presents, so I need to get that. So I'm going to try and do all that while I'm out here, and yeah, see you guys in a bit. All right, so I just left Shawn's house. I'm sitting out front of the post office right now. I had to pick up one of Abby's Christmas gifts that required signature pickup, and we missed it yesterday, so I had to pick it up from here, but I'm about to head and get some food and then go back to the store. Shawn is going to be meeting me at the store at about 5:30, and he's bringing all the stuff there because there was way too much stuff for me to go through with just my cell phone. It is, I would say, a larger collection than what I bought from David, except there's like no filler. He either already sold all of his filler or he just never had any. I'm sure he's had filler games, and there was like a few like sports Super Nintendo games in there, but I think he was more buying and selling than collecting for a lot of the stuff, because he's keeping a lot of his collection, but he's getting rid of a lot of stuff. So there's what is it, like Lords of Thunder for Sega CD, which was like $200. There's like Resident Evil 3, Luigi's Mansion, Eternal Darkness, stuff like that for GameCube. There's a lot of games in there, so he's going to be bringing it to the store, and I'll be going through it there. And then, of course, once we get it, I'll show everything to you guys. We already agreed on a price for the stack of GameCube games that I had pulled out. I offered him $200 for the stack of GameCube games, and he said that sounds good. I kind of just pulled those out to do that so that we could kind of get an idea of what I offered him and what he's willing to accept, because he's been selling stuff, on eBay for full retail, but he wants to get out of it. So he's doing wholesale for me, which is cool. So I'll show you guys everything once we get it. But for now, I'm going to go to Arby's. That's what Josh wanted. I'm really not a big fan of Arby's, at least I haven't been for quite some time, but I'm going to give it another shot because I haven't been there in many, many years. But I'm heading there, then I'm gonna go back to the store. Alright guys, I just got back to the store. Still waiting on Shawn to get here, but while I was gone, we got this Wii U traded in. So, system, gamepad, all the cables, controllers, all that. Josh tested it. 2 Classic Pro controllers for the Wii, white and black. Got a stack of games here. Need for Speed Underground, Rumble Roses, Need for Speed Carbon Collector's Edition. Say what? I'll probably be keeping that one. I've never even seen the Collector's Edition. It probably came with some sort of slip cover, I don't know. Lego Marvel Superheroes, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Super Mario 3D World, Test Drive Unlimited 2, Burnout Paradise, and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. And Shawn just came in, knocked the sign down, but he's bringing stuff in, so I guess we'll go through that soon.
Here we go.
Hey guys, it is 7:49 p.m. Shawn just left. We got the deal done. I ended up buying 99.9% of the stuff. He has more, and he said that he might come back after like January 1st or so, possibly sell some more stuff. But we were kind of far apart on price. I think he was looking for closer to like 75% of price charts, which can't do, of course. So I think we settled around like 55 to 60%, which is fine because of how much good stuff he has. There's not a lot of filler titles in here. There's not a lot of sports games. And you're going to see that here in a minute when I show you guys everything. This is like one of the most curated collections I've ever bought. The only collection I bought that was better than this, I think, was when I bought Sam's Super Nintendo collection, all complete in box RPGs and rare games. But there's a lot of really, really awesome stuff here. It's going to take some time to get it, to get it all completed and put out. We still have not even put out David's collection yet, and we're not even done putting out those PS2 games we got last week. We're still in the process of resurfacing some of them, which Josh did a lot today. So we're getting close to being done with that. All of David's stuff is priced. It's all into the spreadsheet and priced, but we have not printed the price tags yet. Of course, and we have not put it out. So this stuff is going to take quite some time. I'm hoping that tomorrow Josh and I can get through the rest of David's collection and the rest of the PS2 games. And by get through it, I mean get the price tags printed, get the price tags put on everything, get pictures taken of everything, and get everything put away. And then we can start entering this stuff in. But there's a ton of stuff here. So I'm going to try and get everything set up like I did last time on the counters out there, and then we'll go through and show you guys what was in this amazing collection. Alright guys, so we're going to start off right here. These are a lot of filler titles. There's a bunch of stuff in here, but just a lot of filler titles. A couple Game Boys that he said are for parts, and then some GameCube controllers that are for parts as well, but I'm sure that Richard will be able to fix them. There's some link cables for Game Boy. There's some GameCube to Game Boy Advance cables. These are both missing 1 or 2 discs each. And then 3 of these Wavebirds have receivers, which you'll see. And some of the other controllers work. They're just very ugly, need new sticks. There's this, which I don't even know what it is, but it's something Atlas, but it's sealed. And then here it is, guys. So go through on this side first. We have 3 Jaguar games, first for the store. And then we have some Game Boy stuff here. Like I said, it's all pretty much quality stuff. There aren't that many filler titles. This is an import. This one is complete. Then we have a Super Game Boy, couple SPs, 101 model here. These are the 3 Wavebird receivers. Both of these are filled with games, and there are some good ones in there. Nothing like super crazy, but it's good stuff. So I'm not gonna go through those all. And then there's this whole bucket of Rumble packs and memory cards and just all sorts of stuff. These are empty boxes. Some of them are box only, some of them are box and manual only, but no cartridges for these. Some of them, like that Golden Sun cartridge, is over there, but it's just not in the box. And then some cartridge-only Genesis games here. Ignore the price tag. Some of those are his old price tags. Some of them are ones that he paid for. This is a Mortal Kombat with no label. But yeah, some really good stuff in here. And then we have some Super Nintendo cartridges. I think I actually need this one to complete a box that I have at home. But like I said, it's just a lot of really, really good stuff. Somebody walked in right there, so we'll just continue going down here. Cool stuff. Much more right here. And like I said, there are some filler titles with Shaq Fu right there, of course, but there's a lot of just really good stuff. Not a lot of filler. So that's everything on this side. Now we're going to go to the other side here. We're going to start with the Sega stuff. One Master System game and then some Dreamcast right here. There are some doubles, as you see. Then we get into some Genesis stuff with the cases. And then we get into the Saturn Dragon Force. Super cool. Not the band. And then the one Vita game. And then PSP. There's some really good stuff in here as well. But also some filler. And then PS1, there's a ton of good stuff in here. Both Clock Towers, Adventures of Lomax, Vandal Hearts, Legend of Dragoon, Resident Evil 2, Saga Frontier 2, Crash, more Parasite Eves. And then PS2, we have 2 stacks here. Once again, it's all just like top quality stuff. And of course, I'm keeping a couple games out of here, guys. Don't get your panties in a bunch. I'm not taking all the rare things for myself. I have most of these PS2 games already. But I know for a fact that I'm taking the Adventures of Lomax, and I think this Robotic Alchemic Drive. I've never even seen that game. So this Mario Party 7 is opened, but the game inside is still factory sealed. And then we got a bunch of other good GameCube games in here as well. And like Mario Kart, there's another one in one of those pouches, and I have another empty case, so I'll be able to complete that. So there's some fillers down at the very bottom here. And we get to Xbox 360 and original Xbox. A few Xbox fillers in there as well, but some good stuff. Then 3DS and DS. Once again, lots of good stuff, couple more doubles. That Legend of Legacy is factory sealed. And then Wii U. And then Wii, the last story, there is factory sealed as well. And then complete Dragon Warrior 3 in what I would call pretty mint condition. It's pretty dang good. And then some complete or box and cartridge Super Nintendo games here. Couple decent ones. And then PS3 games. So there's some pretty good stuff in there as well. And that is everything. Oh, there's also a backwards compatible PlayStation 3 system, which I didn't show you guys. It's back in here. No controllers for it or anything, but there's the system, cables. So yeah, that's everything. Lots of really, really good stuff. Buying 2 collections in the span of 1 week is kind of a risky thing to do because it's a lot of money to put out at once, but this is just great stuff, and I could not pass this up, so I'm really, really happy with everything. Like I said, I'm keeping a couple things, but I'm really going to limit myself. I'm literally keeping under 5 games total. So, yep, I'm going to be able to add a couple good ones to my collection. This is going to be an awesome boost for the store. Look at that. There's just so much stuff. Crazy. Got another trade here to show you guys. My electronics guy came in. He had a couple Switch travel cases. There's a Zelda one, and then this is the one that Abby and I have at home. Another one of these little charger things. I didn't really want it because we still have 2 more here that have not sold. But he brought me 3 more power adapters, which are cool because we did sell the 2 that he brought in before, and I had another person come back wanting to get one, and I had to tell them that they all sold. So now we have 3 more. Awesome stuff. So I'm about to head home for the night, guys. I stayed about an hour later just to work on a few things. It's 9:57 right now. I'm going to be packing my stuff up here in the next couple minutes and leaving. But I also wanted to just say thank you for all your positive comments and support on yesterday's video. A lot of you guys are saying that if I need to take a break, it's fine, and a lot of you guys are suggesting to maybe not film on Wednesdays at all, or to like only film 3 or 4 days a week, or to take a break for the holidays, or whatever it is. And I definitely appreciate, all the support, of course, but I don't want to take breaks. And I know when I put out a video like yesterday, it might seem like I need to take a break or whatever it is. Yesterday was very weird. Most Wednesdays are not like that. As you guys have seen, normally we film on Wednesdays, and Abby and I will go to Goodwill's, and we'll go, we'll go out and do some thrifting and go get dinner or just whatever it is. And we always have a lot of fun on Wednesdays. And the Wednesday vlogs are usually my favorite ones to do because they're the most varied and they're different from the rest of them. So just so you guys know, I have no plans of cutting down the vlogs or anything. The reason that I made that video yesterday is because I didn't want to skip a day, and I'd rather upload just a 2 or 3 minute thing of me talking rather than not have any video at all. So I'm still planning on vlogging every day. I have no plans to stop. The only thing I think is going to disrupt it is when I go on tour. There's no possible way I'm going to be able to upload every day. We're not staying in hotels with reliable internet and all this stuff. It's just not going to happen. So I do still plan on filming when I'm on the tour, but it might end up just being one big video when I get back, or I might be posting like little clips here and there, just unedited directly from my phone, just to keep you guys updated or just whatever it is. But there's no way I'm going to have time to film, edit, and upload a video every day. But that's not until like February, so nothing to worry about right there. But yeah, I did want to go through and show the games that I'm keeping from this stuff for my collection, just because I don't want people who are watching the videos to ask about one of these games, like trying to buy it, and then me tell them, oh, sorry, I'm keeping it. It's just easier to tell you guys what I'm keeping up front. So, keeping the Mortal Kombat 3, because it's a long box one. I am keeping the Dragon Force, and I didn't realize this before, but the manual is pretty rough. It's, the staples have been pulled out, and it's missing the first page. So, and then I'm keeping the E's for the Master System. The one I said, the Robot Alchemic Drive. I've never even heard of that game. The Silent Hill Shattered Memories. The Clock Tower 2. The Adventures of Lomax. And then the sealed Mario Party 7. I'm not keeping the big box, but I do want to compare it to mine at home. And then I'll bring whichever one back to the store. And then finally, the sealed Odin Sphere. So those are the ones I'm keeping. And, like I think I mentioned it before, but you don't need to say that the store would do better if I didn't keep all the rare stuff. I know people love to jump on my back about keeping games, but it's my store. I can keep whatever I want. Plus, this lot here, which I got it all stacked up here so I can start working on it tomorrow. Half the games in there would be considered rare or at least uncommon games, so I'm definitely not keeping all the rare stuff. There's plenty of good stuff in there for the store. The store's going to be able to make a decent amount of money, and it's going to bring people in because there's some hard-to-find games in there. And there's plenty of games in there that I don't have, plenty of games in there that I would love to keep, but of course, I can't take everything, so I just have to be really selective. Like I said, there's only, how many games is that, like 6 or 7? There's not that many, so the store is still getting the Clock Tower 1, the store is still getting the boxed Breath of Fire 2, the store is still getting, what is it, there was, I don't know, just everything else. There's plenty of stuff in there, you guys saw. So I'm going to get ready and head home. Abby does not have work tonight, but she was really tired. That's why she didn't come in today. And Josh filled in instead, which was super awesome and very nice of him. He didn't have to do that. So I'm gonna get my stuff and head home.